Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel on Introduction to MATLAB, and this is my the fourth session on Introduction to MATLAB, or the which stands for Matrix Laboratory. Guys, if you have any doubts, you feel free to contact me on either two of the email IDs, and quickly we'll go for the MATLAB and the remaining important commands. Okay. Okay. In this video, we'll try to understand the operations with respect to the array itself. So in the previous class, I told you to how to generate the array. So let me take a very simple approach. In the step one, starting with one, in steps of one again, let me generate array of 10 elements. Now I have an array of 10 elements starting with one in steps of one till the value reach the 10. Now I want to perform the addition operations within the array itself. Say for example, the first content of my array I need to add with the last content of my array. So okay, how do you perform that? So very simple. Let me say x is equal to, I want to take the first element. What is the indexing of that? A of 1, right? Again, which is the to perform addition, I will make use of a plus operator and the last operator, which is the last value here, a 10. So it is a of 1 0, a of 1 0, a of 1 content is 1, a of 10 content is 10, and if I add that, I'll going to get 11 as the answer. That's how, which indicates directly I can take the content of array and I can perform the any arithmetic and logical operations. Here I took addition operator. You can also go for performing multiplication operation here. Let me take a of 2 here. The content of a of 2 is 2, and let me multiply this value with a of 3, where my answer should be 6. Very fine. It is giving me the perfect answer, which means that you can perform the operations, arithmetic operations, with respect to my single array. Now I want to see that here I can easily say that the array size is 10. Suppose if I say z is equal to, starting with the 2 and in steps of 3, and till it reaches uh, 20. I want to check what is the array size here, the length of the array. So there is one more command called length, L-E-N-G-T-H. Length of what? Length of the variable z. So it give you how many data are present in this particular variable, array variable called z. So totally how many variables are there? 1 2 3, sorry, not variables. How many datas are present here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So when I say that length of z, it will show you total in array called z how many elements are present. So in this case, z equal length of z says 7, which means that z array contains 7 elements. Is this point is clear to you? Yeah. Okay. Now similarly, if I want to check what is the size of that array, then I have a size as a uh, command. So I say size of z. So it will show you the length show you the total number of elements that are present in an array, but size will tell me what is the size of that particular matrix. Okay, I also told you how to write the matrix here. Let me go for some matrix operations directly. So let me clear. Okay, one more important point. Let me take a few more variables here with the matrix itself. So let me clear this command. So I'll go with declaring some matrix elements a equal to 2 comma 4. Okay, and this is first row first element, 2 first row second element, 4, and now I am coming for second row. I'm trying to write a simple 2 cross 2 square matrix here. So let me say second row first element is 3 and second row second element is 5. Okay. Now, when I press enter, it will show me the immediate answer. Let me say I don't want to show it. I don't want to show my output immediately. Then I'll press semicolon. This is going to avoid displaying the output. So see here. So if I don't press or if I don't put semicolon, it will give me the output. If I don't want or if I want to limit my display, then I say semicolon, it will not show me the particular output. The importance of a semicolon in MATLAB is whether you want to display that content of variable or not to display. That is the only difference here. Okay, in case of C programming in other languages, the meaning of semicolon is something like a terminating that particular line, right? Here if you don't put, so it was an syntactical error in other programming languages, but here it is not at all syntactical error. It is whether you want to show the output immediately or not to show the content of that particular variable. That's it. Okay, now I want to read or I want to fetch the content of first row first element, that is x equal to a of, I should write first is row element, that is first is, if I want to fetch only 2 in the element in the matrix, I want to fetch 2, then that is first row first element comma the second and the first row first column, then this is how I try to fetch the content of first element from the matrix. So next, z is equal to or y is equal to, let me take another variable called y. Okay, from the matrix A, so I want to fetch 4. What is the row number? The row number is 1. What is the column number here? That is 2. So A of 1 comma 2. So which will give me 4. Similarly, you try to take in assignment, you try to fetch the content 3 and 5. Okay, how do you write it? It is if I want to fetch this 3, then this is A of the second row 2 comma 1. Is it not? Yes, very good. Now let me go for declaring another variable, another matrix B is equal to, let me take 1, 2, and one more, I'll take one more matrix here, B equal to 1, 2, 6, 7. Now I have A is equal to 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5 and matrix B equal to 1, 2, 6, 7. If I want to see, if I press the variable, any variable that and press enter, the content of that particular variable is going to be displayed. I repeat once again. See here, I'll clear all my command window content. So now I want to see content of variable A. I just press A and enter. It will show me the content of A. If I press B and press enter, it will show me the content of B. Now let me go for again a performance, the particular addition. So I say add. Now add is going to be a variable here, guys. Be very careful. Whatever I write here, there are quite difference between the functions and the commands and variables. If I try to write here add or add, so add equal to add operation between matrix A and matrix B. Let me check what output I am going to get. So this is going to be performed element by element. The first element here, that is A is 2 with 1, that is what the answer we are getting 3 here, and 4 plus 2, that is going to be 6, and 3 plus 6, that is going to be 9 here, and 5 plus 7, that is going to be 12. Okay, so one more important operation. Let me go for uh, multiplication, MU or ML multiplication operation A star B. Now say enter. So this is going to be performed a matrix multiplication, that is 2 into 1, the row with the column, first row with the first column, 2 into 1 plus 4 into 6, first row into first column, and that's how the matrix multiplication is going to be performed, is it not? So you can just cross verify your matrix operations here. Okay, so that is 2 into first element of B, 2 into 1 is 2, plus the first row second column, first first row second column, 4 into first column second row, or second row first column, that is 6, 6 fours are 24, 24 plus 2 is 26, that's the answer. Okay, now if I want to perform element by element multiplication, what do you mean by element by element multiplication? The content of A is 2, it should multiply with the content, the first element of B, 2 into 1, 2. Okay, now next, first row second column content is 4 into first row second column of second matrix B, and 4 into 2 I should get 8. Similarly 3 into 6, 18, 5 into 7, 35. So this answer I should get. How do you perform this? So again I go for multiplication element by element, LME. So that is equal to A, put dot star B. Dot star is an indication of element by element multiplication. Now you observe the output. So you got 2, 8, 18, 35. Is it not? So 2 into 1, 4 into 2, 3 into 6, 5 into 7, and hence there is a lot of difference between dot star operation and star operation with respect to matrix multiplication. So most of the times in image processing applications we go for the element by element multiplication operations. Hence one has to thoroughly understand the difference between star and dot star operations here. The last command, with the last command for this lecture we will wind up. Now so many variables I have used here. Might be I will be confused which all the variables or how many variables I have used in my matrix laboratory, and which all those, let me go. So I have a very simple command. I say who and say enter. It will show you which are your variables that are used. So the variables that are used in my programming is A, AD, ANS, B, ME, ML, X, Y, Z are the different variables that are going to be that are used till now. And you can observe this, these variables are listed in alphabetical order itself. Okay, now I want to measure what are the sizes of these, which are the variables followed by which are the, what are the size of those. So there is one more command called whose. Type enter, and you can see here the name of the variable followed by size of that particular variable. It is A is a matrix of size 2 cross 2 and it contains a 32 bytes of value. So this whose who gives me only the different variables that are used in my programming. Okay, whose will going to give me the which are the variables that are used followed by its size and the bytes. Okay, size means matrix size. Okay, so this is one of the interesting point where you can find which are the variables that you have used. Okay, now there is one more tricky point here. I say whose a star. Okay, what happens? Just see. Okay, what you observe? It gives me only those variables which starts with starting alphabet A. You can observe my variables are A, AD, ANS, B, ME, ML, right? So, but here it is going to list me the A star since it only give me the variables that are going to be start with alphabet A only. Now, similarly, I will say who M star, it will locate the two variables that is ME and ML. Now just observe this. Okay. So similarly, I want to see M star. What it does? It gives me the variables that are starting with M and their size followed by bytes. Okay, so this is the one interesting point in a MATLAB where you can also find how which are the variables that you have used by using the who command, and who followed by a variable star will give you the total variables that are going to be start with that particular variable, and whose will going to give you the variables and its equivalent size of the matrix. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this particular session. You could able to get to know a different types of commands that in the MATLAB. We used length command in this session, and we used who command in this session, and followed by whose, followed by who with uh, a star. What happens? It locates only the variable starting with alphabet A. So these are all the different commands that we have used, and we perform the arithmetic and multiplication operations with respect to array elements, as well as the matrix multiplication, the matrix element by element multiplication, and matrix addition, etc. Okay, in the next coming session we're going to learn few more MATLAB commands. Then we'll go with directly how to use or how to write Mscript program. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel. I hope you are trying to get this introduction to the MATLAB in a well smooth manner. Thank you. Thank you very much.